Fox 4 Shaun Rabb joining me on set now for news we've been following all afternoon today. We know Iran retaliated for the U.S. attacks on its nuclear sites by targeting a U.S. military base in Qatar that holds some 8,000 American forces. And Shaun, since we first reported this news, we've now heard from President Trump to get his take on what he's making of all of this.
Yeah, and we were all waiting on the other shoe to drop. Well, it dropped, but not like we thought it would. President Donald Trump posting on his Truth Social that it was a, quote, very weak response by Iran. A response, though, that was not only threatened, but expected by everyone. Most, though, thought, again, it would be larger in scope than it was. Iranian ballistic missiles in the nighttime sky over Qatar, aimed at a sprawling American military base there. 2 days after B-2s dropped 14 30,000-pound bombs on nuclear enrichment sites inside that Middle East nation.
Oh, it's absolutely the most reasonable outcome one could expect.
Ralph Carter is professor of political science at Texas Christian University with a focus on international relations and Middle East foreign policy. Qatar was notified of the Iranians' retaliation before missiles were launched and closed its airspace. Reports are U.S. Mideast envoy Steve Witkoff has been in communication with the Iranians since Operation Midnight Hammer over the weekend. The U.S. likely had prior knowledge as well. The missiles fired by Iran, short and medium-range ballistic weapons, were intercepted by defense systems.
It looks like, no damage was done, no lives were lost, no planes were lost, and so consequently, Iran gets to save face at home and avoid humiliation by claiming, well, we struck at the largest U.S. military base in the region. At the same time, by minimizing the damage, they've signaled to the United States and the White House that they don't want this to go farther.
Carter says now would be time for the U.S. and Iran to talk to each other.
They have something to say, which is whatever remains of their nuclear program, and Trump gets to say, I forced them to the negotiating table. So in that sense, it's at least a partial win for both sides.
But he also thinks the missile strikes between Israel and Iran will continue.
Prime Minister Netanyahu, his goal is to punish Iran and degrade its military capabilities as much as he possibly can. The one thing the Israelis could not do on their own was go after the nuclear processing and storage facilities in a significant way because they just didn't have the ordnance to do it.
Well, Mr. Trump, also posting more on his Truth Social, said most importantly, they've gotten it all out of their system, referring to Iran, adding, and there will hopefully be no more hate. Now, missiles were also fired at a U.S. military installation in western Iraq, but Iran did not take responsibility for that attack, perhaps, Hannah, from one of the militias in the region.
Yep, hoping that this is an indication of what won't be to come.
Exactly.
All right, Shaun, thanks.
All right.